Who's got the bigger task? Who's got the tougher ask, if you will? Is it the Seahawks offense going up against that 49er defense? Or is it the Seahawks defense going up against that 49er offense? Because it doesn't feel like anybody wins. Like, oh, man, they got the easier task. I honestly don't know if I've gotten a hardcore opinion on which is tougher.
Well, the first time we faced the Niners, Bosa got 2 sacks.
Right.
They took the ball away twice, at least. I know Geno threw a pick, but then so did DJ Dallas. So,
DJ
but
Dallas.
to me, it's. And I'm a little recency biased because I just did the football 101 thing and was telling you about the play that they ran that was just like so basic, just basic personnel, like old-fashioned personnel, but yet they, with a little bit of motion pre-snap, just entirely split the defense in half and then get numbers as far as blocking goes. I think it's the defense.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning that way. But man, Their offense is no joke either. So,
Well, who's the biggest threat on their offense? I mean,
it's McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's Kittle.
It could be Kittle or
maybe
how
it's
about
Deebo Samuel. Maybe it's
or
Ayuk. I don't know. They got a bunch of them.
Or maybe it's Brock Purdy. No, it's not.
Yeah, I mean they do. That's the problem. Is some like to say, Dave, multiple.
Yeah. You look at on defense. I mean, I love their linebackers, and Fred Warner probably is a little underrated, but.
He's rated. He's on the NFLPA's All-Pro team.
I know. I guess we don't talk about him that much, and we've always talked about Bobby Wagner around here, but yeah, he's really good. Al-Shaair is really good. Dre Greenlaw. I mean, they just attack the line of scrimmage, but I don't know. There's nobody like Bosa is he stands out like sort of the centerpiece.
He's the extra meeting guy.
Yeah, of that defense. So, and he gets a couple sacks, but I mean, Christian McCaffrey, man. I mean, that dude's in 11 games. He has rushed for 746 yards, this is just with the Niners.
Almost as good as Walker.
4.69 average, 6 touchdowns. Yeah,
pretty good.
Right. You got a point there. 52 catches, though, for 464 yards.
That's
9 receptions. 9 yards per reception, and then he's got 4 touchdowns there. The other thing, he threw a 34-yard touchdown. So he's thrown it, caught it, run it. I mean, McCaffrey.
He's multiple, Dave.
All over. Stop saying that, Bob. Stop it.
He's a problem. We got a couple cuts here. Shane Waldron talking about the 49ers front seven being one of the best in all of football.
I think their front seven's as good as it gets, starting with the front four, the way they aggressively attack the line of scrimmage, doing a great job of disrupting the flow of the offensive line. And then, whether in their 4-3 personnel with the 3 linebackers playing great, or they've got, in their nickel personnel where they got the DBs drop down in there, they seem to always have that good, sound defensive front where they got all gaps accounted for, and they run and chase the football as good as anyone in the NFL.
So he's obviously focused on the defense they're facing clearly, but KJ Wright, a defensive player, a defensive mind, talking about, in order to win, you got to take care of McCaffrey.
I'm taking away Christian. I'm taking away the running back. Out of the backfield, if he's isolated against our linebackers, it's a problem. It's a win for him. So I'm trying to take him out of the backfield when he's isolating against my linebackers. In the run game, he's a problem as well. So if he gets off, it's a wrap.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. But I'm just looking at, like, George Kittle. You could also make the case for Trent Williams. That guy's a neutralizer. Mm-hmm. I mean, there was a play that they scored on where Trent Williams held the guy up, and then George Kittle comes across and just nails him, and they knock him on his butt, and they both turn to each other and they're flexing and high-fiving each other, and I'm like, man, I mean, I forgot about Trent Williams, and we were talking about big Jake Curran going in motion, and that when Ray Roberts brought up when Trent Williams goes in motion like that, he actually looks like a tight end or a wide receiver. His feet are so unbelievably good. So you got Kittle, you've got Christian McCaffrey, you've got and what a great trade, really. It looks like you could say Elijah Mitchell in their run game is really good. Ayuk, you mentioned. I mean, he's all of a sudden living up to what he was supposed to be. So
and then the return of Deebo Samuel.
Deebo. I mean, he's multiple, Bob.
He is